Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. As always, your host with the most, Ghost. Today we got SummerSlam 2016 DVD review. Spoiler alert on the cover. This is the first big pay-per-view, I believe, after the, brand split in 2016. Well, I guess you could say Battleground was in July, but it was technically a SmackDown pay-per-view, I believe. So this is our first really big pay-per-view after the initial brand split, and just a couple of years ago. I really wasn't a fan of this show at the time, but looking back at it, I can really like this show quite a bit. There is a lot going on here. 11 matches overall. Let's get right into it, guys. I'm not a fan of the spoiler covers. And we do have Balor and Ambrose on the spines. So, spoiler on the spines, spoilers on the covers, spoilers on the backs. Not really, but this is a 2-disc set. We got a Macho Man Randy Savage Legend card. Some pretty cool disc art. I can give them that. 2016 had some cool disc art. This would be the second year in Brooklyn. So there's disc 1. Sasha Banks, the Demon Finn Balor, WWE Champion. And we would crown the first ever Universal Champion here. Champion which got booed out of the building. A title got booed. Got Rollins, Charlotte, Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and AJ Styles. Definitely my favorite series of matches over the past couple of years has been Styles and Cena. I mean, those guys tore it up at SummerSlam. They had a couple other matches too, which people don't talk about. We'll get into that another time, but their match at the Rumble was fantastic. Let's get right into the match card. I got the match listing here. So on the pre-show, I believe we had Carmella, Becky, and Naomi versus Natalya, Alexa Bliss, and Nikki Bella. We had Cesaro versus Sheamus starting their best of 7 series, which Sheamus won the first match. We had The Miz defending the IC title and retaining against Apollo Crews. Enzo and Cass versus Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. The New Day versus Gallows and Anderson. This was during the New Day's record-breaking title run. We had Sasha Banks versus Charlotte Flair in their series of matches. Rusev defending the U.S. title against Roman Reigns. John Cena versus AJ Styles in an excellent match, which AJ Styles won the majority. He won the first 2 matches, I believe. They had a match at Money in the Bank. They had that 6-man tag, I believe, at Battleground. Then they had a match here at SummerSlam. Then they had the rematch at Royal Rumble, or their third match. But people tend to forget about the first 2. Dean Ambrose versus Dolph Ziggler in a very disappointing WWE title match. I would say this about Ambrose. He had a lot of potential, and I'm sorry to say it, he just disappointed a lot of fans, including myself. Let's hope his return to WWE, let's hope he has a little bit of spark. He had a lot of time to rethink things. He definitely has been busting his ass in the gym. Dean Ambrose is a very likable guy. Let's just hope it translates into his in-ring work. Finn Balor, who defeated Seth Rollins to become the first ever Universal Champion. Unfortunately, here he tore his labrum, a muscle in his shoulder, vacated the title the next night, and Kevin Owens would be your next Universal Champion. And Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton here. Wasn't a fan of Lesnar and Orton. It was just a lame finish. People really were excited for Lesnar and Orton. And I feel WWE dropped the ball on that. You could say that about Ambrose and Ziggler. WWE dropped the ball on that too, but um, just giving Orton the hard way in this middle of his head. They kind of did the same thing this year with Orton and Reigns. Just Lesnar putting those elbows to work. Wasn't a fan of that match, Orton and Lesnar. But overall, a pretty good SummerSlam. And this is a 4.5 hour runtime. So they're definitely giving up a lot of real estate on a 2 disc set. I mean, we could have had a few couple hours of or at least an hour of extras. Let me know your thoughts on SummerSlam 2016, guys. Take some time, subscribe. We'll talk to you later. Peace.